All right, guys, how you doing? Kevin Oak1 here. We're going to get started here in 1 second. Give me a second, and you should be able to see my screen. All right, can everyone hop on the chat real quick for me and let me know if you can see my screen? Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, great. So welcome everybody to this corporate event, to this corporate INFINii update. Today is February 18th, 2016. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. Let me know in the chat that you are. I'm sure you are. Beautiful day to be on a corporate event, and I hope you guys get a lot of value out of this. We're going to go through a lot of updates, and we will be recording this for you. All right, so without further ado, we're going to kick this off. I think we've got almost a packed house here, and I want to start this today by introducing our Chief Operations Officer. You're going to be hearing a lot from him today, and a lot of you, especially the leaders, have heard a lot from him, and he's been a driving force in here. This is Brian Barczak, and he's got 20 years of executive financial management experience, 12 years in network marketing. He's shaped many network marketing companies, and we originally met at an event. He came to see what we were doing. He loved it, and we loved what he could bring to everything that we were doing to help expand this from a very professional, very experienced, international, domestic position. Just an amazing person that's really shaped a lot of the things that you see. Pretty much if you see something good happening in INFINii, it's because of him. All right, so I want to bring him out and turn this over to him and get him started. But just phenomenal, guys. I think you're gonna love this. Just hop in the chat and let me know if you've had a chance to work with Brian, hear from him, see from him, and just keep in mind that one of the driving forces behind everything we do here at INFINii is Mr. Brian Barczak, because of his years of just amazing experience and able to grow network marketing companies and take them to just the next level. So, Brian, would you please come out, my friend, and let's get this show on the road.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Kevin. Can everybody hear me okay?
We gotcha, we gotcha.
Awesome. I want to thank everybody for taking time out of their schedule. I know it's a Friday night, regardless of what time zone you're in. It's still a commitment for you to be here, so I very much appreciate that. Just a little bit about my background. I have traveled extensively in the network marketing world, having traveled and visited over 45 countries, starting businesses in about 30 of those countries, and I got used to starting to see some of the diversity and the people and how businesses should be run in network marketing. But prior to network marketing, I focused a lot of my work in the corporate world, and so I'm trying to bring a lot of the corporate organizational skills to INFINii, the network marketing company, to make sure that we provide a very good, rounded organization that has the foundation for the next 5 to 10 years. And Kevin, if you want to go to the next slide, please. One of the things that we wanted to do for you tonight is actually give you a real presentation with some very, very good updates. And we are posting a calendar over the next, I think, day or two once we get everything finalized for March, April, May, June. So you will see a standard set of conference calls, a standard set of training calls, a corporate overview every single month where you'll be hearing from everybody on the corporate environment, and all of our events that you'll see later on today. So the agenda, we have slides for all this stuff, and they're very important slides, so make sure that as this is being recorded, you get an opportunity to share this with your team, because there's a lot of really good information here. First and foremost, I wanted to let everybody know that we are going to introduce the corporate staff. The majority of the executive team, the management team, is on this call. And Hitesh is not able to make it, but you know what? It's good, because you're going to be able to hear from the people that are working throughout the organization and helping to make this a reality of one of the biggest network marketing companies. We have some very excellent recognition to do for some people that have made some great, tremendous strides. Everyone knows Carly, but she is going to give us an e-commerce update on where things are at with our products and what's yet to come. She's got some exciting things going on there. There has been some rumors I've heard of the lead generation system that Kevin has been putting together. It is a phenomenal system that I know you're going to be very excited about. So he's going to give you some insight into that. Translations. I think everybody has seen that we are starting to embrace some of our international culture. So you're seeing things like Germany, Indonesia, you're seeing Spanish teams coming from both Latin America and the US, as well as Europe. They're all over the place. We're in 70 plus countries now. And with that, we're continuing to expand our translations, and Kevin has done an excellent job with that, and we'll provide you with a full update on where we're at with that situation. Events. This industry is about events and promotions, and we happen to have two great updates for you today on both of those. So John, our VP of Marketing, will be covering some of our events that we have scheduled from now until June. I think you'll be happy to see what we have already planned and put in place. Definitely need an international update. I know many people on this call have teams that are out throughout the world, and I want to make sure that you hear firsthand of exactly where we're at and where the progress that we're in. Customer service. I think everyone here has dialed customer service, heard from the many people we have, or have been engaging them through Skype or help desk. I thought it was prudent to make sure that we provide you with the full customer service update. Also, as we expand internationally, Jason Rose, who's on the call as our president and CFO, will be giving us an update on some of the expanding payment options that he has been working on. And these are excellent if you've got people in foreign countries that don't necessarily have access to credit cards. I think you'll be happy to hear about that. And you always got to save the best for last. Ken's going to come back on after he covers some things initially and give you an update on some promotions that you do not want to leave this chat until you're able to hear those, because there are some phenomenal promotions that Hitesh and Ken have been working on. I think you'll be very excited to hear what we're going to do during our pre-launch period to try to give you the best ability to make as much money as possible as you're building your business together. Next slide. All right. If you're a partner, you've probably heard from Ken. Ken is going to be our first speaker today. Ken is our VP of Sales. Ken Eggleston is a long career in law enforcement and obviously one of the rock stars in the MLM world. So I wanted to bring him on, have him introduce himself, provide you with a little bit more detail about some of his work, and then go into some very well-deserved recognition for some of the people that we have on our team. Ken?
Brian, I appreciate it. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Excellent. So, guys, first of all, you guys hear from me every Tuesday night on the Business Opportunity Meeting. So I want to take a lot of time with this. If you can jump to the next slide, I want to jump right into exactly what we're seeing in the field right now. And guys, it is really unprecedented, especially since we're at such an early stage, to see so many people being able to achieve such a high level of success. So first of all, we're going to start off, and I want to give a shout out to Jesse Singh, Dion Jaffe, Jeff White, Rodney Burton, Josh Jacobs. They've all gone and hit different levels within the directors' ranks, and of course, in addition to all the other earnings within the compensation plan, they did this within 90 days and of course qualified for our special $20,000 director bonus. And each one of these individuals has been working hard with their teams. So again, special congratulations to all of them. Next. Simon King, I cannot say enough about this gentleman right here. I need to take the time to really tell you guys that this gentleman has impressed me so much with not only his style, but his grace at building a world-class team and starting to put the foundation in place from growing teams in Germany, Russia, Thailand, all over the place, and what he's planning for the Pacific Rim countries is absolutely amazing. So expect Simon King. As we do future webinars, you're just going to see this guy just shoot right up the ranks. And of course, jumping over to Mr. Mahali, I hope I've pronounced the name properly. Incredible story with what he's accomplished, and from, really starting just a short time ago, already rocketing up and making director, and doing so has impressed everyone at corporate, Mr. Mahali, and congratulations to you. We look forward to many great things coming from you as well. And then, of course, Dennis, in Russia, and that's the thing we need to look at. This page right here, we have representation from Thailand, Malaysia, Russia, so you can see this global footprint just reaching out. Dennis has done an absolutely incredible job as well with the team, and we're proud of all his work with the Russian team, which now actually has over, I believe we've crossed over 17,000 members now representing the Russian team. So Dennis, great job on all that. Next. This is our senior director. So this is the next rank above director, and these individuals have really shown a great leadership capability. They've brought together significant numbers, and they've done it at an incredible pace. So starting off with Kenya and Alessandra, this team right here of a couple working together is so impressive, and they've just done a great job. So congratulations to both of you. We jump over to Aaron Andrews. Of course, it's a picture of his lovely wife and daughter there as well. Congratulations, guys. Alexi, I don't know what I can say about this gentleman other than just an absolute rock star and hard worker. He, again, has put together and brought many of the leaders that represent the Russian and Ukrainian teams that have come in just mass numbers, and has done a great job and been very supportive. And, of course, the young man at the end, Mr. Jim Chow, just turned 28 years of age and has already hit the executive director rank. So not only the director, then we have the first three that I just talked about at the senior, but the executive director is the next rank above that. And Jim Chow has just done an incredible job. And you can see the bonuses on top of the normal rewards plan that we have here at INFINii, and on top of the e-commerce profits. This group has now earned between 40 to 90,000 in elevation bonuses alone. So congratulations to everyone. Next. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, and Ken, thank you very much, and congratulations to everybody. We just started paying our commissions, and we're in our third month, and already they've made some tremendous achievements. I don't think Carly needs an introduction, but I'm definitely going to give one to her. I think the most impressive thing about Carly, even though she's the one that's putting together all of our training videos and some of the excellent overviews that we have in Prime and Surge and Amazon and eBay, notice on the second paragraph towards the end, the #1 spot on Amazon for her particular category. And if you ever Googled anything on Amazon or looked up anything on Amazon, you usually get about 3 million hits, 2 million hits, a couple 100,000 hits. She's #1. So I think that, as our director of product development and as the one putting together all the tools and techniques, I want everyone to think about that, because she's putting this training together from her own personal experience, and you can't argue with being #1 in that category. So with that said, Carly's going to give us an excellent overview on where we're at with the product, what's done, what's being worked on, and what do we have in the future. So Carly, if you can kind of give us a quick overview on some of that stuff, as well as a introduction for yourself, I appreciate it, and we'll turn it over to you.
You can hear me okay?
We got you.
Yes, we can hear you fine.
Just checking. I have had bad luck with mics in the past. We all know this. My name is Carly J. Hahn. You probably will recognize my voice from either masterclass or some of the training in the back office. And let's just move to the next slide. How's that? Okay, so here's some updates that we currently have. We had our first ever international masterclass this week. It was absolutely amazing. We actually had Bill, let me see if I can pronounce his last name, Papaharalampus, which is our EU e-commerce expert. I'm sorry?
That was very good. Nice job.
I practiced, trust me. So he brought some really amazing value for our international members. And if you by chance missed that masterclass, it is in your back office. I would definitely take a look. Some really amazing value in there. We will be holding international masterclasses each week. As far as the U.S. masterclass, we are now going into our 5th session. We have received amazing feedback from our members, both U.S. and international. I think it's really important that even if you're not international, watching the international masterclass is actually going to benefit you because they go hand in hand, and vice versa for sure. There's always a lot of value that either myself or other trainers are going to be sharing with you that's not only going to help you build your team, but it's also going to help you build your e-commerce business. We are excited to announce that in the month of March we're going to be starting a Saturday training in Spanish. And this is going to be absolutely amazing for all of our Spanish members. We also have all the translations for Prime and Search complete. As far as details on that, we will wait for Mr. Kevin. Now what I want to do, if we can go to the next slide, I want to talk about what is coming. Okay, so what we are working on currently is private label empire training, and this is detailed, comprehensive training on how to create your own Amazon branded business. And this is from start to finish. I mean, we have not left any areas untouched. We actually did a case study based on this training, and we had a new product on Amazon that attained front page ranking in less than 72 hours. And moving forward on what we are working on currently, we are updating the Amazon Shopping Profits training, and we are also updating the Bonanza training in Prime. And let's see what else we have. Analytical software. We are actually in the testing phase. What this software is going to do is you'll be able to see your most profitable items, or which we're talking about eBay as far as that goes. Your most profitable, a lot of different reporting issues, so you can see a clear picture on your eBay business and how you're going to be able to get it going even more into profit. We are also testing an automated customer service email system. So as everyone knows, with eBay, after you make a sale, you have to email your customer and keep in contact with them, because we all know that customer service is a very huge part of your eBay business. Well, we're making it automated, and you're going to absolutely love every single detail of it. That's what I've got.
Beautiful,
Thank
beautiful.
you,
So,
Carly. And you want to switch to the next slide. There's a gentleman that I need to introduce, who everybody I'm sure has heard of, if not for the last 3 months, definitely for the last 2 years or so. Kevin has a unique experience of working in the field, as well as his military experience has really brought the discipline to INFINii that has been extremely well appreciated, from trying to make sure that everything works very well. Also, I recently learned he has multiple black belts in different disciplines in the martial arts, which I thought was very interesting. I'll turn it over to Kevin. He's a great leader in our company, and obviously done a tremendous job both personally and with the corporate experience. So Kevin, I'll turn it over to you to give us a pretty extensive update on some new products for our lead generation system, as well as our overview of the translations that we're working on.
beautiful, beautiful. So what I want everyone to do real quick, and thank you, Brian, I appreciate the intro. Those of you who are on this call, hop in the chat, let me know you're alive, let me know you're here, I want to see you. And what we're going to talk about real quick is the lead generation system. Beautiful. Everyone's alive and well. Beautiful. So I'm excited about this, and I'll tell you why. Because this is going to transcend across Prime, Surge, and Excel with some of the training that we're going to do in here. It's not just a marketing platform. So for those of you who are here just for for the e-commerce side, and you're growing your business on the e-commerce side, and you have no vision of being a partner, if you're in that boat, that's okay too. You're going to benefit from this a lot, because a lot of the training that we do inside of this system transcends both sides when we look at traffic and lead generation, because that's what you're doing in e-commerce as well. For those of you who are building the rewards plan, which I highly recommend everyone does, I'm just a huge fan of it. But then again, I'm biased, right? But if you're doing the lead generation and generating your growth for your business on the partner side, or if you're growing your business on the e-commerce side, traffic is the lifeblood of any business. So a lot of this training, you're going to find some of the live sessions coming to Prime, coming to Surge, coming to Excel. For those of you who are at those levels, we'll be doing some breakout sessions and doing some traffic generation at those levels as well. So this transcends both sides. So without further ado, let me talk about what we have in the system and what it means for you on the partner side. So what you'll see when you first get into the dashboard of this is you'll see some stats, and hopefully you guys can see my mouse, because I'm gonna point to a few things as we go through this. You'll see your subscriber stats, and that's people that have subscribed today, subscribed yesterday, your total subscribers. You'll notice at the top, and I'm not going to go through every one of these because I don't want to keep you here all night. There'll be a whole orientation for this is coming up here very soon. But you'll also have a system set up, your links and your banners, your training, your business center, your personal branding, and we're going to walk through a couple of those. You'll also see at the bottom you have a Start Here tab, a latest updates, and live training. So I'm going to move through to the next slide here. This is the training section, okay? And you'll have a Start Here tab where you'll get up and running with the system, learn more about how sales funnels work. And again, this applies over to the e-commerce side as well, how sales funnels work in a business, what traffic and conversions are and how we get those, how to follow up with your customers, which the updates that Carly just gave when we talk about reaching out and talking to your customers on the e-commerce side, this is huge for you, because the vast majority of all your sales are going to happen on follow-up. It's not going to happen on the first initial touch, right? It usually takes a few touches before someone decides to go ahead and purchase whatever you're selling, okay? So follow-up is key. We're going to get into that heavily. We're going to get into actual lead generation strategies, all right, from a 3,000-foot view, what they are, what the differences in traffic is. You know, when you're out there generating leads and sales into your business, whether it be on the e-commerce or on the network marketing side, what does that mean, right? What's lead generation? Where do you get leads? How do you do that? We're going to talk about scaling your business. Once you have a stable footing inside of your business, how do you scale that to the next level? How do you get that higher? Which we all know you never want to engage in business unless you can scale it. What's the point in making $1 if you can't turn that into to 100 or 1,000, right? And if you can scale, then what's your limitations? Well, there really are none, right? You can just scale. So we also have live training that we're going to do inside the system yet again, and we're going to be doing these in breakout sessions again with on webinars with me, where we'll hop out there, we'll go into live trainings, and you'll get a real over-the-shoulder view of what I do and how I generate leads and sales online through marketing funnels, follow-up, and how I actually convert them. Because here's the thing. Most people, when they teach any kind of network marketing or lead generation or anything like that, what they're really teaching you is, you know, a PowerPoint slide and vague ideas and vague thoughts. And it's up to you to kind of assemble those. And that's not the position that I like to go from. I like to go from the position of, look what I did yesterday to have 3 more people join my business. Look what I did today to have another person do X, Y, Z. So that's what this system is designed to really do for you long term, is to not only get you the 10,000-foot view, so if you've never done it, that's fine, we'll get you up to speed, but also bring you back down to, if you were in the office with me, if you were sitting over my shoulder and we were having a conversation, I said, look, here's what I did today. That's the kind of training that I like to bring, because I think that you guys will benefit from that immensely as we move forward. So let me show you something. So inside of the system, one of the staples is campaigns, okay? And in your business dashboard, this tab right here, your business dashboard, what you're going to see is first up, before we begin tutorial, so you can learn how to use the system, but also you're going to have your campaign stats. And this is where you'll spend the bulk majority of your time when you're not learning a new traffic strategy or learning something. When you're actually running your business, this is pretty much where you'll live. And what you'll see here is lifetime visitors, or visitors today, visitors yesterday to your sites. Subscribers today, subscribers yesterday to your sites, your lifetime visitors and your lifetime subscribers in your business, and you'll be able to go ahead and view and email your leads, create campaigns, and you'll have a campaign default that's built into the system when you first come in. So when you first come in, you can just come into this business center and click on Get Direct Link, and it'll copy it to your clipboard, and you can go share that out there. And when you share that out there, you'll be able to see when people look at your page, how many unique views look at your page, how many opt-ins you have, and what your conversion rate is. Now, if any of this sounds foreign to you, or if any of this sounds strange when I say opt-ins and unique views and conversions, don't worry, because that's what the training is there to teach you to do, okay, is what those things are and what they mean in a way that I guarantee you're going to understand it. So moving forward, what will happen is when you decide to create a campaign, when I say, well, I want a new campaign for advertising on, let's say, Bing pay-per-click, for example, you would go ahead and click on that button to create a campaign. And you'll see a page where you'll enter in your campaign details, your campaign name, your campaign description. You know, maybe it says Google pay-per-click, or posting to my Facebook fan page, and then you'll put your description of what that is to remind you later on. And then to create your that campaign, here's what you do. You then select your capture page you want to use by clicking a box. You select your sales page by clicking a box, right? A capture page is what they see first. A sales page is what they see second. And then you go ahead and select what autoresponder do you want to use. The one built into INFINii network, all right, because we have one built in for you, so you don't have to have an additional cost with running your business. An Aweber autoresponder or a GetResponse autoresponder. If there's a tracking code, then you would paste your tracking code there, and you would hit Create My Campaign. What that's going to do is going to create another campaign, just like you see here, Google AdWords, right? This is a campaign. And then you can go ahead and come over here and grab your direct link. You can actually view your stats on that campaign and what's happening with it, and everything that you need. So what I really want to hammer home in this is the simplicity, because this is all about duplication, and that's the challenge of bringing a traffic generation or a lead generation system to everybody. It's how duplicatable is this? How easy is this going to be for someone who's never done this to get in here and go ahead and create their first campaign immediately, okay? That's the question. And you just saw that it's literally a few clicks, right? It's I name my campaign, I set my description, I select my capture page, I select my sales page, and you'll see these expand out to many, many capture pages and many, many sales pages. And then you select your autoresponder. And for those of you who are saying, I don't have an autoresponder, I don't know what that is, don't worry about it. You just click on INFINii Network and you're taken care of, and we follow up with them for you, and you get to see those follow-up messages going out. And then you create your campaign, and that's it. You've got a new campaign created. It's that easy, guys. It's a few clicks, and that's what we needed this to be, is that easy, okay? So I just want to kind of toss that out there. You'll also be able to use this as a branding center. So you can add all your personal details in, you can upload your own picture, you can put a video message to your team as you're building out, as you're growing, and whenever someone comes in here, they can click on this Meet Your Sponsor, and they'll see all that information there. They'll see all that information there. So that's pretty much what I want to touch on with the system and where we're at with it. And right now it's going through testing and testing and testing, okay? And that's what you'll see that as a trend. Before we actually release something, we will test it multiple times, because we want to see if we can break it internally and if we can give it out and have other people break it. And if they can't break it anymore, then we release it out to you. So I'm going to keep you guys posted on this, on where we're at with this. And I know you guys, there's a lot of you who who are very excited about this. I can see from the chat that you're pretty excited about having the system, and I think you'll be pretty excited about the cost as well, because it's really a $10.99 add-on or $9.95 add-on. So it's a $10 system, but it's something that I think we would sell out there. If I was actually selling this, which I've done in the past where I've sold systems, I would sell something like this for, you know, $97 and split test the price, right? So there we go. Just wanted to let you guys know where we're at with that. I think you'll like it. I'm pretty excited. I'm really excited about this, and you'll see some training in here that's going to help you guys get up to speed if you don't know how to do any of this stuff. No experience necessary coming into this system. That's the way it's designed for you. So with that, what I want to do is I want to move into a couple of things, a couple more updates that I have for you. Is that cool with you guys? Let's go ahead and move on. We're going to move on from this, but I am going to keep you posted on what we've got going on here. So let's go ahead and move forward. I want to talk about some translations. As you saw from some of the folks who hit some amazing ranks in the company, we have a lot of people that are building, that are happy, that are growing, that are doing some amazing things around the world. And as we do that, you'll start seeing different translations roll out. And right now, if you were to go to the back office and go watch any video in Prime and Surge, you could click on the closed captions. You could watch it in English, which is very important that you can watch it in English. I think every event we've had, people have asked us, can we get subtitles in English? So yes, they're there. But you'll also be able to watch them in what we call the GRISE languages, German, Russian, Indonesian, and Spanish. Now, that's the beginning. This is the starting point, all right? When you see us put a closed caption back there, we're not done. That's where we begin. That's the beginning point. The next phase of that is moving into actually having the translations underneath the videos. So when you go to watch a video, not only will you have the closed captions when you play it, if you want to see it, but you can also select a flag. This is what we're working on right now. So you'll click on a flag for, let's say, Spanish, and now the video in Spanish, done by a Spanish trainer, pops out onto the screen, and you can watch it in Spanish. Okay, so I think that's really going to help a lot of people grow their business internationally. Absolutely, you know, we're looking at multiple languages that we're doing with this. The first one that we're going to roll out that you're going to see come out very soon, like over the next few days, you're going to start seeing populating back there, is the Spanish. Okay, we have some Spanish trainers on staff that have done some amazing things with us on the e-commerce side, and they are doing all this Spanish training for us, and you will see that populate in your back office. You'll see that start populating over the next 48 hours, okay? And you'll know it's done when you go look at a video and you see the flag down there. If it's not there, don't worry about it. It's on its way. I'm not going to really give a timeline on this, because if I do, I know everyone will hop and bombard support asking what it's going to be. But you will start seeing this movement happen. You'll start seeing these flags start populating down there in the next 48 hours, over the next 48 hours, because I'm excited to move this out to you. Our international team has shown up here. Our international teams have done amazing things, amazing. We have folks in Poland who have grown at insane rates, and just all over the globe, and it's just amazing. And we have so many amazing leaders overseas that we owe it to you to do this. This is the direction that we're moving, and we're very excited to bring this to you. So this is one of my top priorities on the face of the planet right now. And I'll be working night and day to make it happen for you. That's pretty much as much I can say about that. But I can also say this, actually, it's not all I can say. So what you're also going to see populating over the next 48 hours, and what I'm working on this weekend, as we move into the weekend, is you're going to start seeing links pop up for my partners on the link and promo on the link tools. Okay, when you go and look at your links and you look for your replicated sites and things of that nature, you're going to start seeing links populate where you'll see on that page in English links. Right now is what you'll see. You're going to start seeing Spanish, Russian, Indonesian, and German. We'll roll out more very soon. I promise you that. But these are the ones that you're going to start seeing the fastest. So now you can click on over to Spanish links, and all of those links and all of the presentations that we have for you will be in those languages. And the actual 2-minute sales video, if you've guys seen that 2-minute sales video, let me know. I'm sure you have. That 2-minute sales video has been the most well-received thing I think we've put out there. And you'll start seeing that pop back here in Spanish, Russian, Indonesian, and German here as well very soon, as well as the compensation plans, as well as the reward plans, all that stuff, okay? So you'll start seeing those things populate back there, and just because it's there tomorrow or whatever's there tomorrow doesn't mean we're done. It's never done. We will be building upon that, okay? So you'll start seeing this on that page. So I wanted to hop out, and I think you guys will enjoy that. Does that sound good? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So awesome. So I want to address something else too before we move forward, and that is the Springboard. So I want to talk about Springboard for a minute and some of the things that we have going on there. Now there are some developments that are happening. There are some things that that we're going to be doing here very soon that's going to actually really lend more towards helping you understand the flow of Springboard and where products are at, what are the timelines, what we expect to see as far as movement and things of that nature. But if you've noticed, if you've been back there, then you've noticed that we've put back somewhere around 6,000 different products back there. So if you go into Springboard, you can go partake on that Springboard as we have these hand-selected items up here. All right, and some of these hand-selected items, just to kind of toss out there, you know, if you look at this Doc McStuffins Clinic Dollhouse with dolls, you know, this isn't something I would buy, but it's selling like crazy out there in the e-commerce world, right? So we're really excited to have these items back here for you guys to hop back there, go get, go purchase, and there's a couple enhancements we're going to be making very soon in the form of tutorials that help you better understand what's happening back there. All right, I'm going to start focusing on that as well so you guys can see what the flow is and what the process is of Springboard. So just want to toss that out there as well. Here's another cool product that we've got on there, a Marty Moose can koozie. Now this one I might actually buy. Let me know if you guys would actually purchase this. Looking at this now kind of makes me want to go back there and reserve it. But you can see, you know, right on the slide here, you know, the retail price, the cost in the system being, you know, $2, the fees, and then the profit margins that are on here, right? So, and again, none of that's guaranteed, right? This is e-commerce, but this is some of the potentials and some of the things that can happen out there as we move forward with Springboard and what we're doing. So pretty cool, pretty excited about this, and I'm really excited about getting you guys some more information and dialing down into what the flow is for Springboard, just to clarify, and basing that off of a lot of the questions that we receive in support. So you guys will have that, and your teams will have that in their hands. So what I want to do real quick, and what I'm excited to do, is I want to announce, actually I'm going to turn this back over to you, Brian, and let you do this because I'm pretty sure that I think you would really want to. And so that's it for me, guys. I appreciate you. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. You might hear me pop out one more time on this, but I'm excited to let Brian run through the rest of this.
Thank you, Kevin. Before I bring up our next speaker from the corporate team, if you're starting to see some of the updates that we have and some of the improvements we're making, if you have a cell phone, if you have the link to the GoToWebinar, if you have some people that you say, hey, you know what, we've got some things that you should be dialing into and listening to this webinar, you definitely want them to show up and join, even if it's last minute, and join for the pre-launch promotion. So there's still a few more slides we're going to get through. We got a couple of good topics to talk about, but I think it's also a good opportunity for you to say, hey, you might want to join on this webinar if they're not here already. So we're about halfway through this. So the next gentleman I'd like to bring up is our VP of Marketing. Again, I always like to include some kind of personal information or stories that I have or learned about some of these people that I've been, you know, working with for the past few months, and we've become very good friends, and I think that's very important. John is actually a professional photographer and actually has some awards up in Canada for the work that he has done in photography. So John's going to talk about some events that we have, and you know Jason Rose, who's our president and CFO who's done an excellent job on basically managing the business. He is our president, and he has orchestrated a series of events that's coming up. We have Jacob Gardner, who I'm not sure if you've had the opportunity to meet, but is the one that's kind of helping coordinate all the events that we have planned over the next few months. Nikki and Parrish has done an excellent job on providing the content, and there are rock stars within the e-commerce world. So I thought that it would be good to have John come on and explain and talk about some of the events that we have and go over some of the cities, the dates, and just explain how we're going to approach some of our events over the next few months. So without further ado, John, can you join on here and just give us an update on what's going on?
Absolutely.
I can hear you just fine, so I'll turn it over to you, sir.
I appreciate it. Hi, everyone. I really hope that you're doing well. I'm sure that you are, especially considering some of the information you've already received for the past 30 minutes. While Kevin was speaking, while Ken was speaking, while Carly was speaking, I was really trying to put myself in the headspace of one of our partners because, of course, my background after photography was network marketing, and I was very fortunate to get involved in a network marketing business that ended up paying me multiple millions of dollars over, even though I was involved in that company for more than 20 years, I actively only built that project for about 4 years. And so, many of you have heard in some trainings that we've discussed in the past, some of the things that have me particularly excited for you in the field is when we listen to both Carly talking about the development of e-commerce and the opportunities that are presenting themselves for you in regards to e-commerce, but then also Kevin talking about the lead generation system. Those are two things that are awfully exciting from the perspective of anyone in the field. I would think, that the income that I've generated all came, believe it or not, from sponsoring 24 people over 4 years into my business. 24 people that I invested some time and I worked hard with, taught them everything I knew, and began to duplicate myself in them and build a growing business. And that ended up paying me enough that I really never needed to worry about financing again. And that would be absolutely the wish that all of us at corporate have for you. And we're certainly doing everything we possibly can, not only on the product development side, but also on the business and marketing tools side, to make sure that this not only is the easiest build that you've ever been involved in, but also the most effective and long-lasting, because ultimately that's why we're here. We're here essentially to dig in and make sure that you're successful in your efforts. So let's move to the next slide, please, Kevin. One of the things that I'm very excited about in regards to these events is that you're going to have opportunities. I'll tell you, one of my rules, I just interrupted myself. One of my rules when I was just getting started in network marketing was I would attend anything that was within a 6-hour drive from me. And I often got on the plane and went to events as well. And as you can imagine, in a product-based business, that was going to events and really listening to the same thing over and over and over again when we're talking about a physical product. One of the things that's so remarkable about INFINii and its offering to you and everyone you know is that not only are we working diligently to make sure we've got a lightning fast learning curve for you to develop a set of skills that you're going to have for a lifetime, but every time you go to one of these events, in this case Dallas in March, next slide please, every time you go to one of these events, you're going to have an opportunity not only to earn from top network marketing leaders that have taken our rewards plan and created freedom for themselves, but you're also going to have an opportunity to speak to individuals within the e-commerce world that are doing, because everyone building their own e-commerce business is able to put, it's so vast. We know, according to our PowerPoint, $3.5 trillion by the year 2020. Well, there's so much room to move in the e-commerce world that you're going to have opportunities to go to all of these events if you're someone who loves to travel and wants to take the time This Dallas event we've already mentioned in March. In April, we're going to be in Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta is a beautiful city. When you go from Dallas to Atlanta, you're going to have an opportunity to listen to more of our e-commerce experts, share some of the tips and secrets and techniques that they're using to free themselves not only with their e-commerce, but with our rewards plan. Next slide, please. So essentially what I'm saying to you is that if you're someone who enjoys going to events, this would be something that I was doing if I was a member of the field, absolutely making sure that I completely submerge myself in an opportunity to develop new skills that are going to have a profound impact on my quality of life in the coming years. You've already seen slides of some of our leaders in e-commerce, 23, 24, 25, 30 years old. These are people in their 20s that are never going to have to worry about how they pay another bill for the rest of their lives. And if you ask each and every one of them, I bet you they would be just as pleasantly surprised at the result they've been able to create as we are being able to say it. So what really, I guess, excites me and all of us at corporate is the legitimate opportunity for each and every one of you listening and members within your teams to do exactly the same thing. So Tampa, Florida is the end of April, beginning of May. Jackson, Mississippi, another beautiful city. 2 weeks later, the 14th of May. Next slide, please. Now, the other reason I wanted to mention what Kevin was sharing with the lead gen system was if I was able to earn millions of dollars for myself, personally sponsoring 24 people into a business. You know, I've met people in INFINii that have used techniques that Kevin's taught them for lead generation, total strangers that have since become close friends of theirs that are part of their e-commerce business. Some individuals I've spoken to have personally sponsored 200, 300, 500, 1,000, more than 1,000 people using cold marketing funnels. Can you imagine how much more quickly you're going to reach some of your goals embracing some of these systems that we're working really hard to build out for you? And then imagine with our INFINii Pay, if you were personally sponsoring 300, 400, 500 individual lines of lineage within that. And Ken's going to talk a little bit more about some really dynamic changes to our rewards plan. So Irvine, California, we mentioned a lot of cities in the East Coast. Irvine, California coming up towards the end of May. I'll actually be at this particular event myself, so I'm very excited to have an opportunity to meet many of you face-to-face. Brian will be, Ken will be out in the field with some of these events, so you know, make sure you book, at least book one of them, but if you want to book multiple, please do, because you're always going to have an opportunity to learn something new and unique regardless of the event you go to. Next slide, please. Thanks very much, Brian. I'll turn the time back to you. Oh, I jumped the gun.
Not just yet. Yeah,
I can't believe I jumped the gun.
Yep.
So this is something that we talked about. You know, you may want to attend one of those events. Well, this is an event you are absolutely going to want to attend because now you're going to be able to come to one location, a beautiful city, and you're going to have an opportunity to learn from everybody. Not only are you going to meet the whole corporate staff, and we're very excited to meet you, you're going to have an opportunity to meet from all of our top earners and all of our top lead gen experts, because we will have had that system running for a period of time, but also all of our e-commerce experts. And you better believe that we're going to have opportunities for you to learn from a great number of them as we start to lay out the details of this event for you. You're not going to want to miss it. So that's something for you to plan for in June 17th and 19th in the beautiful city of Dallas. So with that, I will turn the time back to you, Brian. Thank you very much.
Thank you, John. Next slide, please. You know, these local events that we're putting on from city to city throughout the United States, there's a requirement we have at corporate to make sure that we have Jacob Gardner at the event, who's going to be basically running the presentations and the testimonials and everything else to make sure that the event runs smoothly. But more importantly, we're going to have an e-commerce expert at every one of these events where they will be able to give you some in-depth details on everything that's going on, what's new. If you have like some individual considerations, they'll take care of those. We're definitely going to have either Jason, Ken, John, myself, somebody from corporate that's going to be at one of these events that we can provide a corporate update that we're going to do. And we're also going to have, obviously, the leadership that we have within the company attend and give their own personal feedback and details. Some of the people that you saw earlier on the recognition slides. So it's a great event, great opportunity for you to attend. All of these have already been planned. Jason has done an excellent job working with some individuals to make sure that we provide a tremendous value for you when you attend one of these events. And I just encourage all of you to attend and look forward to seeing you there. In addition to that, our international community is definitely going to be a focus for us over the next 6 months or so. And starting with our large group that we just started to pick up in Germany and also in Barcelona. So we've had a group in Europe that's really growing left and right. And I tell you, we're going to have to throw Poland in here because we just had a meeting at a conference. We've been getting ready for this corporate update for several weeks now. But the Poland team I just can't say enough about the professionalism and the work that they have done. But April 9th, we're going to be in Hamburg, Germany, and April 16th, we're going to be in Barcelona, Spain. Now, when I've done this now for, my passport just expired, so I'm on 10 years going through doing business in foreign countries, specifically in Europe, Latin America, Asia, all over the place. And it is so nice because, ironically, we're working with some of the same leaders that we did 10 years ago. And so we all know each other. It's a great international expansion, and we're doing things the right way. We have attorneys, we have VAT specialists, we have tax authorities. We're doing everything the right way in every market that we're going into. So I'm very happy to announce that our international expansion is not just adding a country to our checkout page. We're doing this methodically. We're doing this based upon, obviously, volumes that are there. But as we grow into 70 plus countries, you will see more and more, as Kevin went through the translations page, that's basically just on volume. We're doing that to make sure that we try to give everyone the opportunity to watch our videos, participate in the compensation plan, and basically conduct business as if we were in their local country. Even though we're virtual, we still have the mentality of making sure that people in their own respective country are able to conduct business to the best of their ability, and that's our focus for that. Next slide, please. Now, I'm going to introduce Tracy. Some people have, pretty much everyone on the phone, hopefully, has been able to talk to Tracy. I'm going to let her say a few words and have her introduce herself and talk to you, but it's with the caveat that Tracy is caught a little bit of the cold and flu bug, and so she wants to say hello. She has been an unbelievable, tremendous asset for us. Our customer service team has just been working nonstop around the clock. I'm actually, and very humbly, going to provide the update on customer service just because she's, not able to speak very well. But Tracy, please introduce yourself. Say hello to everybody, as I'm sure everybody on the phone knows you and respects all the work that you have done. But, I wanted you at least say a few words for us.
Thank you, Brian. Thanks so much. Hi, everyone. As Brian said, you'll hear from my voice. I've got some terrible cold, and unfortunately, when I talk too long, it just triggers a bit of a coughing seizure. So I'm in Australia, as you probably most of you know, and it's very, very unusual to have a cold in February, which is our summer. But nevertheless, I'm really pleased to be here, and I didn't want to miss this call. I wanted to be able to say hi to you all, and Brian has kindly offered to do a little bit of an update on the support. I did want to just quickly mention that our support team is absolutely amazing. We have double digits now in our support team, and we're building our team with the growth of the company, and we have such dedicated, amazing people in the team who have so much knowledge, not only on network marketing, but also the e-commerce, the compensation plan, and really life experience, customer support. And they have just been so dedicated and working so hard to help you guys with your teams and help you grow. So I just wanted to let you know that we really are doing a fantastic job, and I wanted to shout out to those people who are really working so hard. I have spoken to most of you and on this call, or not most of you, but certainly a lot of you, and I'm looking forward to, over the coming weeks and months, talking to more of you. And I think I might hand it back to Brian now, because I do feel a bit of a cough coming, but I'm really looking forward to talking to you more in the future on these calls and individually. Thanks, Brian.
Thank you, Tracy. Next slide, please. One of the things that you'll notice, and this is a personal thing for me. I've been managing customer service for about 18 years, specifically in network marketing for about 12 years. And I can tell you that being able to interact or speak with somebody in your own language is obviously a priority. And call centers are great. I think you and I, everyone on the phone hates calling a call center and then hearing a pre-recorded message and press 1 for this and press 2 for this. Our goal, and this is not going to happen overnight, our goal is to provide the best possible interactive, personalized customer service that we can. So we have increased our Russian support team. We have increased our Spanish support team. And we have obviously increased our English support team. But they are a mix of both e-commerce experts as well as network network marketing compensation plan experts. And we're starting to get more specialized into the people that we're bringing on with the team. And Jason and Hitesh have been very supportive on making sure that we bring people in our corporation that have the specialized individual knowledge that we are working with right now. So I can't say enough about the dedication that we have from our customer support team. The one thing, and if you read my bio, I was a college professor for many years, and one of the classes I always loved to teach was my summer MBA classes on management philosophy. Because management philosophy, you go through some of the high-level details that are beyond some of the formulas and so forth. And as we studied hundreds of different companies and hundreds of different leaders, even within the field of network marketing, the one overriding factor that you always come up with again and again and again, which provides companies that are successful or not successful, is the people that actually care. And our customer service team, we're very specific on who we bring on. And they are working some tremendous hours to make sure that we answer every single question that's there. We make sure that we respond on a timely basis. And during the initial stages, yes, we're going through some challenges, and those have all been resolved. We've also just hired a consulting firm that is a specialized compensation plan, network marketing, within our own programming languages. They're the experts in that field. And the support that we have had from Jason and Hitesh at the ownership level has been tremendous. But I think you'll see as we just hired 2 e-commerce experts within the Spanish team. And we just brought on 3 or 4 people that are from network marketing backgrounds on the English team. So you're going to see these things start to, it's a double-edged sword. We are taking care of the problems that cause the customer service issues, and at the same time we're making sure that we respond to the leaders and the customers and the partners that are calling in to make sure we have this. So Tracy and her team are doing a tremendous job of making sure we manage all these issues. They are in contact with Hitesh on a daily basis, all day long, and I appreciate everyone's patience as we go through and answer all these tickets. Next slide, please. Now, I have to introduce, I'm happy to introduce Dr. Jason Rose, who is probably one of the best business people that I've ever worked with. When you come across a team that we have at corporate right now that I'm very happy to work with, because we have, experts in e-commerce, Carly and Kevin, you can't match being #1 on individual niche, and you can't match the experience that Kevin has had in the field. Then you get the marketing side with John, who has been excellent with putting together, that first video has thousands of views out on YouTube, which talks about the opportunity presentation. Then we bring on Ken, who has a wealth of experience and knowledge on the compensation plan side, but it has to be balanced out by the president and CFO, who make sure that all the different assets of the company and all the different areas are running smoothly, because that's what makes a sustainable company that's built on a basic foundation for many, many, many years to come. And so I'm happy to bring on Dr. Jason Rose, who is our president and CFO, who's going to talk to you a little bit about the payment options that we have been exploring, enhancing, and really fine-tuning to make sure that that's the most important thing that we have. And outside of the professional business atmosphere that he brings and experience that he has, he's probably one of the best individuals as a person and one of the best family individuals that I've ever met in my entire life, and I mean that sincerely. So Dr. Rose, I will turn it over to you to just give us an update on the payment situations, and it's a global world, so there's obviously a lot of updates for this. So without further ado, Dr. Rose, please turn it over to you. And
okay, I think you guys got me unmuted now.
Okay, there you go. I can hear you, Jason.
All right, well, thanks for that introduction, Brian. No, it's been a true blessing from above with the number of people that I've been able to work with now over the years in this amazing industry, and just see the hard work and dedication that people are willing to put into it to help bring success to the masses. It's truly humbling just to know that there's people out there that are so, dependent on finding a great opportunity to be able to have better lifestyle with their family and time and being able to provide and to actually have a product that is truly amazing, that Hitesh Juneja, that unfortunately is not on this call, had the vision of how to take something and to make it work for the masses, and to take it beyond just to work for the masses, but to be able to scale it up to truly make a living from it, and to have the opportunity to use a product itself to make an income, and to then take the best of both worlds, the product world and the marketing world of the network marketing realm, and to be able to make additional income off of that. And my job, the toughest thing, is trying to keep up with that guy that's moving at light speed, that you put him in, like you said the other night, no matter who you put him in a room with, he's always the smartest guy. And when you have the top attorneys like Kevin Thompson and that work for us, all saying that guy is amazing, he is light years ahead of everyone. And then you're told at times, he's like, man, it's the pioneers that ended up with the arrows in their back, because they're out there doing what no one else does to help the masses. And so I could go on for hours just to explain what is to come with INFINii, but more importantly, let's just stick with what we have, which is an amazing product and system that has taken us by surprise. I honestly had no expectations that in the very beginning we would all of a sudden be launching in all these countries, and we would need to hire extra development teams. I mean, we started off with one main development team, now we have 3, and just the scaling of the help desk, and we're taking people that are leaving other full-time network marketing companies because they translate Russian, and we need more of them on our side. And so it's been amazing with the number of people that we're bringing in on the corporate side, and just the amazing people that we have. And that's been the best thing, is we've been able to be selective, where we truly have people that have their heart in the right place to help, and they're very serving. So I'm just excited to be here. So if you just go to that next slide, I will jump there because my wife luckily just got home from doing a charity thing, and I was praying she'd get home before my 6 kids that were running around would pop in. So I was like, I gotta make this short and sweet. So would you like to pop on the next slide?
We're on it with the cash payment system.
Okay. I don't see it, but it could be my computer. But okay, it's popping up here. So one of the obviously the important things is that we are getting people money, and you saw the presentation in the beginning, just the income earners that we already have that are just doing incredibly well. And so with that, we need to make sure those people are actually able to get the money and to them. And so we have a few different methods now that we've been opening up in all these other countries that don't have good financial institutions there at the time. So we've implemented some cash payment systems, which Tracy is an integral part of it, where we basically work directly with them, and we're able to get everyone that they're bringing in payments, receiving payments for, getting their account set up and going, and getting them payouts. And with our system and the earnings that they make after they start and they've shared the system and they're using the system, they are able to even use their own credits, and they don't even have to rely on the cash system actually after they're up and going. I think the biggest thing that we launched just 2 weeks ago is the InterCash prepaid card, meaning that anyone anywhere in the world can receive an InterCash prepaid card that is a MasterCard. And so you can take your funds after they're approved, and we move them from INFINii directly on over to GPG, and they are instant access. You don't have to wait for like a 2 to 3 business day processing for ACH or anything like that. It literally gives you 5,000 available instantly for purchasing a day, and so that's been a pretty huge addition to our payout system. Right now, without that, I thought it was quite interesting the other night when Tracy had thrown in a little testimonial, because I'm always kind of interested in how everything's going for everyone as far as with payouts and that, and obviously it's the testimonials that really let you know, and it's what the people are saying that really let you know how you're doing. And when she threw this up there, I was like, perfect. This is just what I wanted to see just before I had to talk about how it appears things are working. And we have Mitchell here from Australia, and I withdrew the funds from INFINii yesterday morning and hit my account this afternoon, and so that's just amazing. So you don't necessarily need the InterCash prepaid card, but it is a beautiful thing for many people. So I just look forward to continuing to send out more and more payments to all you that are doing a fabulous job in sharing this amazing system. So with that said, God bless, and I will let Brian take back over. Thank you.
Thank you, Jason. Again, I'm continue to be impressed by the people that we have at corporate, and it is the owners that really do set the tone for the professionalism and for the goals of the company, and you can't ask for 2 better people than Dr. Rose and Hitesh. And next slide, please. As we talk about Hitesh, he is not available to be on this call, and it's okay, because we're giving him a break from the previous 900 calls that he has been on, and I wanted everyone to hear from the rest of the corporate team. There is nobody in my entire life that I have met that works more for other people than Hitesh does. And I say that very carefully, and you'll find as you know me, I choose my words very carefully. Forget the fact that he is the smartest person in the room, and will always be. I just learned a couple weeks ago, as I try to provide little tidbits on a personalized basis, that Hitesh was the 2nd youngest person, and he's mad that he was the 2nd youngest person to earn all of his Microsoft certifications at age 12. I think I was still playing with my Green Machine big wheel at age 12, and Hitesh is, passing Microsoft certifications. So you talk about somebody that is off the charts smart. You talk about somebody that he literally works 20 to 21 hours a day, and does so because he enjoys it. And he's a great owner, a great individual, and you combine the technical knowledge, the intelligence, with the business knowledge that we have from Jason, and you get a tremendous ownership team. So as much as Jason, we're going to need you to mute your microphone, please, or Kevin, please do so for Jason. But I want to make sure that we acknowledge the fact that even though Hitesh is not on the call today, he is the brains and the creative force and the reason why we have this tremendous opportunity. There's three things I always talk about when I introduce the company to people. First one is name another network marketing company that will put their customer sales, not their own sales, not their network marketing partner revenue, what the people have made. Name another company that has put their customer sales on the front page of their website. I can't recall of any. I'd love to find out if there is one. But regardless if it's skincare or weight loss or coffee or chocolate, not too many people, when you go to their website.com, do you see the amount of customer sales that are posted there. The second thing is when you're looking at the products that we have available and the training that Carly has perfected and Kevin has worked on, is we can sell anything to anybody anywhere. And that is such a beautiful concept, because if you do go to a skincare company, weight loss company, the examples that I just used, you're going to have a core product, and you're going to probably have 8 to 10 other offerings, but they're all going to be in that same family of product lines. You know, I personally, as I was working with Bill Papacharampous in Greece, and I tell you, this guy is awesome if you've never had the opportunity to meet with him. And he's our one of our top earners, and everyone can read the news. Greece is not exactly the best financial situation that there is in the world, but he is one of our top earners. Why? Because he used the training. I watched him. I met with him. I met with him in Germany for a week. I worked with him as well as our attorney, and we started listing products on eBay. And I had an electric power washer and ping pong paddles. Those are the two things that were there. And you know, I listed them, and I walked through the exact same training, and I had some tremendous success individually. So I was pretty happy with that. But you got to remember, here's a guy from Greece who's posting on UK, who's posting on the United States, and he's selling everything from furniture to pressure washers to cookware to anything else. So we don't have that limited inventory that we're stuck with to try to push on our neighbors and friends and family and everybody else. It's a wide open market opportunity, and that's goes back to Hitesh's vision of where he sees the opportunity for a company, because it's been tremendously successful. And the customer-centric component of our business, you got to remember, Kevin Thompson is in business as an attorney to protect network marketing companies. So that means that for him to go out on a limb to personally recommend our company, and he's never done this before for any company, never. And I've known Kevin for 10 years. I know the type of individual he is. I know the type of conservatism that he has. And for the #1 network marketing attorney in the country to recommend one and only company, and that's INFINii, should mean a lot for everybody on this call. Next slide, please. So, we have got to have Ken come back on, and I've been watching the counts, and some of you have taken advantage of the opportunity to bring some friends and downlines and uplines on this call, because the attendance count has gone up. But I definitely wanted to turn it over to Ken, who's going to give us some authorized pre-launch promotions that are I think are going to be very well received in the field. So Ken, I will turn it back over to you, and thank you so much.
Brian, appreciate that. And guys, what we're going to roll out right now is going to pretty much set this field on fire. I mean, a lot of you are already doing incredible things, as we see with the rank advancement. And of course, you know, the fact that literally we've already had multiple 7 figures paid out to the field through general commissions. But Hitesh and the founders really wanted to go ahead and empower the field to blow this out as we roll up to our first, you know, convention event in June. And that's what we're going to go over now. So you might want to get out your little pad, take some notes here. Of course, it's going to be emailed out with all the information, but there won't be anybody to compete with us in the marketplace during this promotional period and or after. So next, please. All right, first of all, there have been a lot of questions on, you know, as the platform during our beta and our pre-launch continue to roll out, you know, a lot of you that really wanted to capture that incredible extra $10,000 bonus if you hit director within 90 days. So there's been a lot of stress on some of you, and you know, we've listened, and the response from the founders and from the executive team is that we're resetting the director clock. So you're going to be able to go ahead and have this completely resetting of the clock, which occurred, and you know, you'll be able to really move forward and know that you have that 90-day reset time. You know, for, and it says January 15th on here. And Brian, you there for confirmation on that date that we reset that to January 15th as the start of the 90 days?
I would, that's what was put in by our marketing department, so I would say that that's correct.
Okay, so guys, the great news there is that all of you that joined us in December and early January, that's kind of the restarting of that clock. So, you know, you've got plenty of time now to really excel and recapture that. Next. The rewards by rank, I want to give everybody a real quick snapshot on this. And, you know, we all look at being able to access the different things. Now, the first thing I want you to recognize is that the national manager level or the manager level accesses obviously e-commerce, the fast start bonuses, the beginner bonus, and the dual team bonuses. We're going to go ahead and do something special during this rollout that I think is going to get a lot of people excited. Next. You're going to find that the national manager and you know what we've had in the rank qualifications, these were the old requirements, and everybody should be pretty much familiar with them, but I want to show you the new ones for this promotion. Next. We've gone ahead now and changed the minimum monthly activity requirements. As you see in the red box right there, and specifically with the minimum monthly activity, previously, the regional and national manager, especially, used to go up to 150 per month as a requirement. So during this promotional phase for the next 90 days, you're only going to be required to be at a 50 monthly level. Now, of course, most of you are already moving to Surge anyway because you want all the extra components in that, but we want to make sure for those individuals coming in that they can actually rank advance as they're learning. So those people came in at Prime, because we saw a lot of people that came in at Prime and then, you know, they hadn't upgraded to Surge yet, and it was blocking them. So Hitesh especially wanted to remove that issue, and the same for director and above. Now we know that from senior director through presidential director, it was required to be at a 400 you know, subscription level for the Excel product. That has been now, during this promotional period, changed so that senior director, executive director, and presidential director, you only need to be at the Surge level. So I know a lot of you, that's a huge benefit for many of you. Next. Additionally, we have reset the PET-BV requirements to go ahead and rank advance into the upper ranks. We had so many people at that, you know, hitting that senior director, and we see so many new teams building that we wanted to pour gas on this. So the executive director, we removed 50,000 BV from the requirement. So rather than 200,000 PET BV required for the executive director, it is now only 150,000. Presidential director, I know those of you that are running hard right now, you're paying attention to, because that was a 600,000 BV requirement. Folks, we've cut that in half, so it's only 300,000 personal enrollment tree BV to hit that number. And you can see the dynamic opportunity here for so many people to rank advanced during this next period of time. And look at the ambassador rank. That went from 1.5 million to now down to 600,000 BV requirement in the PET. These numbers here, and I won't even bother going through the rest, but you can see the dramatic reductions that have been made because we see these massive teams coming on right now internationally, and we recognize that we've got an opportunity to sweep the globe with this and all of those things that have been done. All right, next. This slide on the bonus summary, you can see again, I want to give a reminder here, if you look over at the, if we just jump over to the dual team weekly earnings, I want everybody to take a look at that. These were the old numbers. Then we've got the INFINii pay. Of course, director and above has always been where INFINii pay part started, and at the director level, you could make $200 per week off of each one of your personally enrolled in their teams, and then 500 senior director, etc. So now that you have that focus and in mind, let's jump to the next slide. We've now gone ahead and added national manager to the INFINii pay. We did this because we saw some people that were just starting to build, and they'd enrolled really just a couple people, but one of those really took off, and we saw that person at the national manager rank not really be able to benefit on the INFINii pay. So what we wanted to do is go ahead and step in to the manager rank and be able for people to earn an additional $250 per week on each line of enrollment tree lineage within their organization. Folks, that's huge because remember, the INFINii pay was for the director rank, and it's substantial because if you remember when John was talking about before, you know, we have people that have, you know, through the marketing system that's coming on, we expect them to, you know, have personal enrollments, 50, 100, a couple hundred people, and what we're talking about is being able to earn 250 off of each one of those lines of lineage. So that's huge. Now look at what happened at director. We doubled the amount that you could earn on the director level, and then again at the senior director it goes to 1,000 per line of lineage, executive director 2,000 per line of lineage. These are very significant increases in the INFINii pay during this special 90-day promotion. So get to work and get active with this. I think, you know, you're going to be amazed at the amount of energy this is going to produce within your organization as well. Next. The dual team was the next piece that we wanted to hit. Now, if you remember, I said take a look at the old dual team caps per week based on the rank, and now you've seen us reach in to the very beginning ranks and increase their levels dramatically. So Builder can now earn up to $500 a week from our dual team. A manager, $1,000 a week. Folks, that's a potential $4,000 a month just on the dual team payout at the manager level. Regional is now $1,500. And the reason why we've targeted so much is to make sure that in the manager's level, they're able to take off and make money quickly, and at the national manager, boom, they're right into the INFINii pay. And we've, of course, lowered the PET thresholds for the upper ranks. So this is all a 90-day promotion here. This is something that if you rank advanced during this period of time, you're going to be able to lock yourself in, you know, at that level and roll into our event in June in Dallas and be able to go ahead and collect a lot of rank advancement money, because one of the things that we haven't talked about, as I've been focused on the INFINii pay and everything else, is that with the PET reductions, those payouts on the rank advancement bonus, the elevation bonuses, are sitting there even more accessible to all of you right now. So you need to sit down, get your goal sheet out, structure exactly what you want to do in this period of time, and recognize all this kicks in on March 1st and running all the way through the end of May and going into June, rolling into the event. So this is huge for you to be able to capture this. And imagine with the new system rolling out that our Chief Marketing Officer, Kevin Hokawana, went over, the timing here is incredible to really put this to work. So these are major, major changes for this promotional phase that have been put in place for you to really take off on. And I hope all of you take advantage of exactly what we're showing you here, because these are massive enhancements for this promotional period. Next.
Okay, so Ken, thank you very much. And I want to end this by giving everybody kind of a summary of what exactly we have shown you tonight. Number one, attend one of these events. We are going to be sending out all of the invitations and registrations by Tuesday next week, where people will have the ability to sign up. You need to get to one of these events. We're doing some tremendous training. You're going to be able to interact with your peers. I've seen a lot more of the events I've been to. I've seen a lot of people learn from other leaders that are in the field, as well as the people that we're going to have on stage. So number one, attend one of the events. Number two, definitely sign up for the grand opening. It is going to be a spectacular that hopefully nobody has ever experienced. We have an event organizer that Jason has been able to hire that is going to put on a top-notch, first-class event that hopefully you will be very excited to see and experience. I mean, we're trying to make sure that this is the best possible opportunity you can. The other thing I want to make sure is, if you have international teams, if you have friends, relatives, business contacts, professionals in foreign countries, this is the time. This 90-day promotion that Hitesh has so gracefully approved, and as Ken is going to be promoting this, that just got approved over the last few days. That's going to be rolled out on March 1st. This is the time to bring your people in. This is the time that you need to get the international community excited about the opportunity we have. We're already in 70 plus countries and growing, and it's because of the virtual aspect of our company and the fact that you can sell anything to anyone anywhere, that you need to make sure that you reach out to these people, because we're just getting started. Hopefully you've also experienced that the diversity between e-commerce, network marketing, rewards, compensation plan experience, marketing with John, e-commerce. I mean, we have a great corporate team. We're here. We're not going anywhere. And I want to make sure that you understand that we are all here for you in the field. And lastly, I want to make sure that we show our appreciation and gratitude towards Hitesh, who has created this business opportunity that really the industry has never seen before. And there's a reason why Kevin Thompson has approved, recommended, and endorsed our company. And actually, there's an event on May 2nd, May 3rd, I believe it is, in Nashville, that Kevin is promoting, that I'm actually going to as a speaker for some of the contents and examples that we're having over there. So Kevin, I'm going to turn it over to you to let you kind of close the event and give everybody some feedback on where they can find the recording for this. But I appreciate everyone's time tonight, and I look forward to meeting you at one of these events over the next few months, or at a minimum in Dallas in June.
Beautiful, beautiful. So awesome. I'm really excited, guys, and I'll tell you this. You'll be able to get this recording. I'm going to mail it out to everybody, and it will be right in your back office in about an hour and a half. Also, we're going to do a supplemental. So what we're going to do is we're going to get you guys, for those of you who are partners in here, which I hope all you are, we're going to get you just the compensation plan promo piece so you guys can see exactly what this promotion can do for you and really dig down into it, because this was quite a long update, and we're really excited because more people are here now than when we started. So thank you guys for that, and I'll tell you what, we'll get this out to you guys, and we'll get this out to you in a couple different fashions. One will be right in the back office. You can click on it and watch it, and we'll mail it out to you, and we'll do that promo piece so you can just dig into that, just the compensation plan side, the rewards plan side. So pretty excited. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate everyone who was on tonight to show the different areas and what we're doing. I think you guys can all tell that we have got just an amazing corporate team and a global team that is really here to help you build and give you everything you need to make this your last company out there, period. On the product side, on the network marketing side, those of you who are leaders in network marketing, and you've probably been in 15, 20 of them throughout your network marketing careers because you had to go to different companies, this is the last one. You're home. This is INFINii. So take care, talk soon, and I'll see you guys in the back office, in the training, and out there on social media. Bye.